What if I told you the biggest thing holding you back today isn't even you? It's your wounded inner child. Let me say that again. It isn't you, it's your wounded inner child. And most of us are walking around with childhood wounds we never heal. That's a fact. And let's face it, they're running our lives without us even knowing it, right? Studies have shown that when a child's basic emotional needs aren't met, those wounds echo into adulthood. So let me ask you this, right? Are you truly living free, or are you still fighting the battles from your past? Because let's be honest, most of us are still stuck in past battles that we are still fighting today. I've been guilty of this, man. So let's get started with the video. My name is Jackie Terry, and let me break this down to y'all, because a lot of people don't even realize what's really going on inside of them. When we talk about the inner child work, this isn't just some fancy therapist talk. This is about the part of you that's been carrying wounds since you were a kid. Wounds that you didn't even know you picked up, right? But they've been running your life ever since. So I want to go deep into explaining the inner child, because what I just gave you isn't enough, right? I want to educate you on this, right? So let me tell you, you see, what the inner child is the inner child is a pure version of you. The one who came into the world curious, playful, ready to love, ready to explore. But here's the problem. From birth, we're like sponges. We soak up everything from our environment, especially from our parents and caregivers. They teach us without even knowing it what love feels like, what safety feels like, what connections feel like. But what happens when those needs don't get met, right? What happens when those needs don't get met? When nobody tells you, I love you, or when your feelings get shut down, or when you're told you're not too much or not good enough. That's where the wound actually forms. And instead of learning that you're safe, loved, and compatible, you walk away believing the exact opposite. So I'm here to break down the wounded child in this video so you can get a clear direction of the inner child wounds. So let me explain even deeper. These wounds show up in adulthood in ways you don't even recognize. You might overwork yourself to exhaustion because deep down, you're trying to prove you're worthy. You might pull away from people or isolate because your inner child learned that closeness equals pain. You might blow up in anger or say too little or too much because nobody ever taught you how to regulate your emotions. You see, these patterns, they're not random. They're echoes of what you went through as a child. And if nobody helped you heal them, you end up repeating the same cycle your parents went through and then passing it on to your kids. You actually pass on your inner childhood wounds to your kids. So why am I telling you this, right? Why are you telling me this? Why are you teaching me this, Jackie? Right? You see, on a professional level, what I'm doing right now is showing you that this isn't just about a psychology textbook about inner child wounds. This is about your real life. It's about why you feel drained, why you feel misunderstood, why your relationships don't work the way you want. Inner child work is about going back and saying, you know what? My parents did the best they could, but now it's on me to break the cycle. It's on me to give myself love and safety and freedom I didn't get when I was a kid, right? It's on you. Everything is on you, right? And here's another thing most people miss. These wounds don't just come from your family. They come from systems. They come from culture. They come from generational of trauma that got passed down. They come from generations of trauma, right? A lot of our parents and grandparents didn't have the tools to heal because they were surviving oppression, poverty, shame, and grind control. Our parents and grandparents were in survival mode. So when you do the inner child work, you're not just healing yourself. You're rebelling against a whole system that told you to keep quiet, to keep pushing, to ignore your pain. You see, healing is defiance. Rest is defiance. Loving yourself is defiance in a world that wants you to feel unworthy, right? We have to love ourselves in the world that makes us feel unworthy. That is the key. So let me ask you this, whoever is watching this video, let me ask you this. How many of y'all feel like no matter what you do, it's never enough? How many of y'all are tired of hustling just to feel worthy? That's not laziness. I tell you, it's not. That's not weakness. It's not. That's your wounded inner child begging for attention. And the truth is, if you don't stop and tend to those wounds, you'll keep living the same story over and over, just with different faces and different settings. Before I finish out this video, I want to hit you off with a strong finish. If you got inspired by this video, if you got motivated by this video, I need you to drop it a like. So I'm gonna need y'all to listen closely. The inner child work isn't about blaming your parents or dwelling on the past. It's not. It's about breaking the chains. It's about saying this cycle stops with me. Because here's the reality. When you heal yourself, you don't just free you. You free your kids. You free your community and the generations that come after you. And that's a fact. My name is Jackie Terry, and I want you to sit with this through today. It's morning time, all right? If the child in you is still hurting, how can the adult in you ever truly be free? Because think about it. How many of us are walking around right now are just grown versions of the same little boy or girl who never got to cry, never got to play, never got told they were good enough? You see, we cover it up. We cover it up with titles. We cover it up with money, with relationships, with cars, with careers. But if you strip all of that away, that's left, right? That same wounded kid is still searching for the love, still searching for safety and identity. And let me break this down. When you don't heal, you don't just hold yourself back. You hurt your relationships. You might chase people who don't respect you because deep down, you don't respect yourself. You might overgive because as a child, you had to earn love instead of just receiving it. Or maybe you shut down, numb out, ghost people because nobody ever showed you that being vulnerable was actually safe. This is why inner child work matters, because until you sit down with that little kid inside of you and you say, I see you, I love you, you matter. You keep living on autopilot, stuck in survival mode. Now, let me flip this for you. Imagine if you did heal. Imagine if you learned how to play again. Imagine that, if you learned how to play again. Imagine if you could rest without guilt. Imagine if you could actually trust love, trust yourself, and trust life again. You know what that is? That is freedom. That's the kind of shift that not only changes your world, it changes the legacy you leave behind. I want you to catch this. Doing the inner child work isn't about weakness. It's not. Get that in your head. It's not about weakness. It's about strength. It's about courage. It takes guts to look at your pain, to sit with it, and to nurture it. And I'm telling you, anybody can numb out. Anybody can numb out. Anybody can run from their past. But the strong ones, they turn around and face it. And you know what else they do? They heal it. So let me ask y'all right now, when was the last time you allowed yourself to truly feel you? When was the last time you laughed like a kid again, played without worrying about how it looked, or rested without guilt? If your answer is, I don't even remember, then that's your sign. Your inner child has been waiting on you the whole entire time. And here's the truth. You can't pour into the next generation if your own cup is cracked. You can't build healthy love if you don't even believe you're worthy of it. You can't teach freedom if you're still a prisoner of the past. So today I'm telling you, start small. Write the kid inside of you a letter. Go do something playful you haven't done in years. Tell yourself out loud, I am enough. I need y'all to shout that with me. Say it with me. I am enough. At first, I'm telling you, I'm not gonna lie. It might seem awkward, but over time, you'll notice you're not just surviving anymore. You're actually living. My name is Jackie Terry, and I want you to hold on to this thought. The world doesn't need more people grinding themselves to the very bone. The world needs healed adults who protect, honor, and love the child within. Because when you heal the child inside, you free the adult you were meant to become. I am Jackie Terry, and this is a little bit about the inner child. If you want to go deeper to the inner child, I will make more videos about this, or you can even look it up on the internet, man. Let's start studying our inner child. I made this video for the hurting people that has to do inner child work. I know I had to do it years ago, and it has made me into the Jackie Terry that you see today. So I'm just spreading the knowledge, and I want to say God bless everybody who is bettering themselves and doing the inner child work, because nobody, and I mean nobody, is perfect. And it's a dark place to go into, man. It's a dark place. But once you see that scared little child, right? That's when you become the wise inner parent. The wise inner parent. Offer your hand out to that scared little child. If it's you, that's you, the scared little child. And give that child a hug. And tell that child, as a wise inner parent, it's going to be all right. I got you. I can handle this bill. I can handle this casualty. I got this. That's where the wise inner parent comes in to protect the inner child. The wise inner parent is within you. I will talk more about this, especially the wise inner parent, in another video. Until then, peace, y'all. God bless, and I'm out.